Okay, good morning, everyone. So let's begin in a seated position. You can just kind of lean back, bend your knees a little bit. You can have your feet flexed or just flat. We're just going to take that side-to-side windshield wiper motion in a seated version. So either way, just wrap your legs one way and then the other. And just do that at your own pace, just moving gently side to side. And I know for me, when I do this, I start to migrate forward. So I have to scoot back a little bit so I don't travel too far forward. And just be very mindful here of the breath and the inward-outward rotation of the legs. So one is in and one is out. Now, the next time you go to your right, go ahead and go all the way to the right, lean on your right forearm, and then stretch your left arm and left leg in a big reach away from each other. And then as you come back through, find that bent knee position, roll over onto your left forearm, elbow, and then stretch your right arm and your right leg. And keep going like this at your own pace as well. So just moving gently side to side, finding that length and that reach and that diagonal through your body. And just a couple more. Finding that stretch. And then finally, after you've done both right and left, one more time, come to a seat. So now you can just sit however you like, cross-legged, one foot in front of the other, or however you want to sit up on something, perhaps an extra blanket or a pillow or something. Rest your hands, close your eyes softly, and breathe if you can through your nose. Ujjayi breath. Ocean breath, very full and very three-dimensional breathing throughout your entire torso. So think as well as, or in addition to the sides and the front and the back, think up and down. So you're really creating lots of space in your torso. We'll do one more breath. And then everyone, as you exhale, just let the eyes float open, release your hands. And we'll inhale to take that sweep up. Palms together, look up. And bring it down that midline as you curl, exhaling. Inhale all the way up again, big stretch. This is a full arch. And then exhale, it's a little curl as you bring your hands into the low belly. One more time. Inhale, everything sweeps up. And then everything comes back down that midline. Now reverse. Inhale, reach up. You're just going to go right away, fingertips to the mat behind you. Let your fingers point inward. Let the shoulders and elbows now roll back. Really hug into your inner elbows as you arch the chest. Lift the gaze. On the exhale, stay, and then back up even higher. Inhale, maybe even floating off your sitting bones a little bit. And then exhale, as you round, we're going to wrap the arms, one arm, it doesn't matter, give yourself a hug. And in this hugging position, just take a little movement through your rib cage, a little kind of a figure eight, and moving gently from one side to the other. From center, then let it go. Inhale, reach everything back up. And let's just reach into our side bend. So left hand stretches, right hand comes to the floor, stretch. But take your top left hand and put it behind your head and lean back into that hand a little bit. Spin your chest open, really open that left armpit elbow and feel your left shoulder blade really open back. Stay there as you inhale, and then as you exhale, just stretch a little bit further. On the inhale, reach both arms up. We're going to twist to the right. So as you twist, let the arms open. One hand back, one hand to the knee. So you have the length again, the lift of your torso. And then just add a little twist back over your right shoulder. And keep both hips really stable. One more breath. Now, as you stay in your twist, I'm going to take your right hand to your right waist or hip. And now just slide your left arm forward, just as far as you want to go. So it's a twist and a reach forward. Right shoulder really spins open. You can look up if that feels right. Slowly come back through the center. Take a breath to open the arms, reach. And exhale, just let the hands go for a moment. If you feel ready and want to switch, put your other ankle in front. Get nice and tall again, or just keep the same foot. Here we go. Inhale, reach up. And now left hand goes left, right hand at first, just toss it over. Find that length. And then bend that top right elbow, put your right hand behind your head, lean into it a little bit, spin your elbow, spin your armpit, and really roll that right shoulder blade back. Look up if you're ready, one more breath. And exhale, let that arm go, stretch. Inhale, back to center, sit tall, both arms up. And now twist to your left. So the left hand goes behind you, right hand goes to your knee there. Lift up, open your chest, and then twist back a little to your left. As you keep both hips even, so you don't want to roll that right hip off the mat. Breathe deeply, one more. Now just look to the front for a moment, stay in your twist, but bring your left hand to your hip or your waist. Now let's slide your right hand forward. So you find that reach as far as you want to go. Left shoulder spins, you can turn your gaze side or even up, and just go as far as you're comfortable, sliding that right hand forward. When you're ready, come back up. Even everything out as the arms float back up, inhale. And then exhale, let the hands go. Now we're going to flip over, find a child's pose. So take your time, come to whatever version of child's pose you want to be in for this first phase. Anything that feels good, stretch it out. Breathe deeply. Nice even hips, shoulders, hands, wherever you want to take them. One more breath. And now let's come up to tabletop. Hands and knees, rock your knees back to parallel if they're apart. Hands under, let's tuck the toes. Inhale, arch, lift your chest. And now as you exhale, curl, bring everything into that cat stretch. But while you're here, try to float both of your knees up just a little bit. As the knees come down, inhale, arch and lift your chest. Really spread across your collarbones. And then cat stretch, exhale, curl. Really hollow, and maybe float your kneecaps up a little bit. And last one like this, the knees go down, big full arch. And last time here, regular curl it into the cat, lift your kneecaps if you can. And now as the knees come back down, inhale, one more arch just like this. But now, right knee comes in towards the belly, exhale. Inhale and push your right leg straight back. Keep it there. Strongly lift your arms and your belly, and then we'll go right to the bird dog. Left arm forward, right leg back. Everything comes in. Bend your left elbow, your right knee, and even your head. Inhale to stretch and lengthen. And again, exhale the elbow, the knee, and the head. Come in. Inhale to stretch. One more. Everything comes in. Exhale. And reaches out. Take a breath. Stay here. Or maybe the opposite hand, left hand or right foot, quad stretch. If you're comfortable here, try to get a little higher, push your foot back, finally let it go, exhale, reach, and find the back, hands and knees back down. And right away, let's shift forward, move your hands a little forward, move your chest until your shoulders are over your wrists, and lower down. Release onto your elbows and the tops of your feet. Sphinx, inhale. The elbows drag back, the chest and the collarbones open. The legs are really strong. And exhale, release. Staying on your elbows, tuck your toes, knees on or knees off, forearm plank. Make sure your elbows are right under your shoulders. Reach your head forward, heels back. Try taking one foot off at a time, just a little bit of a lift. and switch. Very small. Finally, put the foot down and everything lowers. Now come to Cobra. As the toes reach back, the hands come back by your ribs. Really wrap your shoulders and inhale, Cobra. Find the chest. Make sure the shoulders don't roll forward. And then gently press back. This time, let's tuck the toes into this extended child's pose. Reach it. Keep your heels really neutral. Make sure they don't spin away. Hug the inner ankles until your feet are parallel. And lengthen. Now we'll do the other side of that bird dog. So come up to tabletop. Walk your knees back to parallel. Here's your arch. Inhale. And now exhale. Bring that left knee into the curl. Push your left heel back. Keep it there. Turn your left toes to face down. Really lift onto your ribs and your belly. Right arm forward. Take a breath. Reach wider. And then everything folds in. Exhale. Inhale to extend the back apart. Exhale. Everything folds in. Inhale to extend. One more just like that. Exhale everything in. And then inhale, reach. And you're welcome to stay here. Or if you want to, add your quad stretch here. This is your right hand, left foot. Make sure you don't sag, but lift, open, arch. Deep breath in. And then let it go. Exhale. Put everything back down. And again, with your toes tucked, just settle back. You can slide the hands forward. And now as you come up, you're going to slide the hands a teeny bit more forward into the plank pose, either on the knees or the full high plank without the knees. Take a breath. And as you lower, we're going to pull your chest forward, way forward. Here you get to do your choice of Cobra, Up Dog, or Return to Sphinx. Always an option. So if you're doing Upward Dog, it's just the hands and the feet that are touching. Now your choice, Child's Pose or Downward Facing Dog. You can go right to it. Lengthen your arms. Gently pedal through your feet if that feels good. Now go and bring your feet together. Everything touches. And you're going to move to plank pose with the legs together. So shift to plank, inhale. Now as you shift back, bend your knees, but keep your feet together. And just send the hips up and back. And again, forward, the legs touch, plank pose. Shift back, the knees open, the toes stay together, and the hips get higher. One more time, shift to plank, inhale. Press back, open your knees, squeeze your feet together, and then just stretch the legs, stay in your down dog. Walk your feet out a little bit back to your regular downward dog distance. Breathe deeply. And exhale, this time bend your knees, look forward. Let's come right to the top of the mat. Jump your feet or just walk. Once your feet are even and under your hips, inhale halfway, flat back. And exhale, fold with the knees bent as much as you need to, hang. And again, come up halfway. You can always bring your hands on your shins or your thighs. You can also keep your fingertips attached. And exhale, fold, bend your knees and hang. Last one, halfway up, Ardha Uttanasana. Inhale. And exhale, this time just hang yourself over. Grab one elbow in each hand if you like. You can always put the hands behind the head in traction. Any hand position. Shoulder stretch if you're ready. Breathe deeply. One more breath, everyone. Let the hands release. If they're not yet, just let them go. And just right from there, bend your knees and slowly roll up like a wave. Bring it up. And let's just take palms right down into that forward bend wave and roll it right back up. Inhale. Wave down, exhale, right down that midline and open the arms and roll it up. One last time, bring it down, exhale, and roll up. Inhale to stay. And just bring the hands right down the center. Now just keep going. We're gonna circle the shoulders forward, 1 and 2. Hands to the shoulders. Circle your elbows, 3 and 4. Now the full circle. Reach that big high arch. Palms meet, come down halfway to your mini half a chair. Inhale, stretch your arms up, and then slowly dive over to your forward bend. Release the hand. Inhale halfway, look forward, hands wherever you want to take them. Exhale, release. This time, a full chair right away, Utkatasana. Keep your knees bent, reach your arms. Now as you stay, reach your fingers higher and sit a little deeper. Lowest ribs are held in, you don't want to poke them up. And then press to rise. And exhale just to release your hands. Now right away, circle your shoulders back. And then hands to the shoulders, circle your elbows back. And then the full circle again. When you reach the arch, pause for a moment. Reach higher, higher, higher to your arch. And then let the hands circle back to that half or that mini chair. Inhale, press to rise. And forward fold, exhale. Inhale, halfway, look up. And then either jump it, walk it, hop it, plank pose. High plank or knees if you need it. Chaturanga, exhale. Inhale, here's whatever you want. Cobra, up dog, or sphinx. And then exhale the downward dog. Press. Excellent. Now from here, inhale your right leg up. On the exhale, take your right knee to your opposite left elbow. Way across in that twist. And then inhale, swing the leg. Now bring your right knee right down the middle. Go to your nose or your belly and curl everything in higher. And swing the leg. But now take your right knee to your right elbow. And as you do that, lean forward, way forward. And good. Inhale, swing the leg. Now bring the right leg, right foot that is, between the hands and step on it. Once you get your foot there, put your left knee down. So you can keep that right knee stacked over your right ankle. So it's really vertical. Let's bring hands to the right knee. Press your weight back. Let's take hands to the hips. As you roll the chest open, get very tall. And then swing those arms up if you can. Keep that, reach and lunge deeper. Now as you lunge into your right foot, think of your heel, your foot. Reach, reach, reach. One more breath, circle back. We'll just go right to our half split. So right from here, shift it back. Stack everything. Longer legs, you might have to walk that right foot forward. Flex your foot, dig your heel. If your hands are way forward, walk them back a little so you can really lift your chest. Dig that heel back, back, back into your hip and hamstring. And then maybe lower the head. From here, lift your chest if it's low. Stay in your half split, but lean into your left hand. And find the lift under your left waist as you open that right hand high to a twist. Stay here, but take that right sitting bone back. So you really anchor and pull that hip back, same as before. Good. Slowly lower your right hand. And take that right foot. Slide it in a little bit if it's moved out. Lunge again. Here's your Anjaneyasana, sweep up. Reach higher. Now really try to take your front right heel and your back left knee, squeeze them in. Get super tall. And this time as you bring the right hand, left hand to the floor, under your shoulder. Lift your left knee if you can. This right arm just gonna make a big circle from the back to the top and then over into that long diagonal. Remember, you can always keep the back knee down and do it this way. Either way, take one more breath. Try to keep the right knee in, but twist your right waist higher. Right shoulder in the back. And then when exhale, put the right hand down. Put the left knee down. Now, you're going to take the right leg all the way to the back of the mat. Spin on your left knee. Turn your left hand to the center. And open your right side into this full stretch. Right arm over your ear. Right foot a little away from the floor if you can. Add the quad stretch here. This time it's same hand as foot. Lift, lift, lift. If it's too much, don't do the quad. Just stay right here. Take one more breath. Good, everyone, let it go. Exhale, come back to hands and knees and just settle back into a child's pose. And then right back up to your downward dog. Stretch out. Reach it, breathe. Push the floor away so the arms are really strong, the hips are high. One more breath. Now let's go back to the top of the mat. Gently bend your knees, keep your hips high. Jump it or walk it, however you want. Travel forward. Inhale halfway to that flat back. And then exhale, fold. And this time, just sweep those arms out. Take a big standing mountain pose. And exhale, hands to the heart. And we'll go right back up with the arms, but deepen into chair. Now this time, as you stay in your chair, we're gonna press into a flat back. So as the arms go back, make sure they don't go too high, right next to you, but squeeze your thumbs and your shoulder blades together so you're really connected to that upper back. Back up, inhale, chair pose, breathe. Exhale, press back into that flat back. Try to bring your body parallel to the floor. Squeeze your shoulders and your thumbs towards each other and really hug and lengthen. Good, back up to the chair, inhale. And now as you take one more flat back, press through, but either stay here or if you can, interlace your fingers and find that elongation through the knuckles. Breathe deeply, one more breath. And then keep the clasp if you can in forward fold. If it's too much, you can always just grab elbows or forearms here. One more breath, your choice. And then exhale, let the arms go. Bend your knees. Inhale halfway. And exhale back to plank. So jump or walk. High plank, knees down, your choice. But as you move forward, take your shoulders way over your wrists. So you move the chest forward. Inhale, add whatever you want here, an upward or a cobra or a sphinx. And if you need to, pass through the knees or directly up to your downward facing dog. Deepen your breath. Now when inhale, you're gonna lift your left leg. So give that left leg a nice full stretch. And as you exhale, take your left knee and cross it to your opposite right elbow, if you can on that diagonal. And then inhale the leg up. Now left knee right down the middle, curl it in, try to curl higher, way up. And inhale, sweep the leg. Now left knee to left elbow, and move your head and your heart forward. Really travel. And swing the leg. Now step the left foot between your hands. Once it gets there, put that right knee down. Come up to the front knee. Push your weight back. Hands to hips or waist. And really roll the shoulders and elbows. Stay there. And take the arms up. Stay tall. And now exhale, lunge deeper. This is where you can go lower, but not to the place where you're sagging and collapsing. So you're squeezing your front heel and your back knee towards each other and really opening up that right side. One more breath. Circle the hands to the floor. Half split. Shift it back. Again, the left foot might need to walk further forward. The hands come back. The chest lifts. And that left heel digs in and back into your left hip and hamstring. If you feel ready, lower your head. Long, deep breaths. Now as you inhale, lift your gaze. If it's down, keep your half split, but lean into your right hand. And with your right hand strong, lift your right ribs and waist. And then twist your left arm high. Left arm up, but the left hip stays back. Really squeeze that left hip back. One more breath. Lift higher. Exhale, the left hand comes around. Bring the right hand in also. Bring that left heel in if it slid out. Lunge back to Anjaneyasana. Sweep, lift. Good. Now this time as you circle, bring just your right hand to the floor. Lift your right knee if you feel ready. And now the left arm is going to circle into its full stretch back, up, and then over your left ear. Now when the left arm gets there, try to keep the left knee in, lift your left ribs, reach. The left shoulder blade really softens back into the back. One more breath. Let the left hand circle back to the floor. Put your right knee down. Now I'm going to turn away from the camera. You're going to slide your left leg back, everyone. Turn onto your right kneecap, your right hand, and then peel the left side open again. Reach. Left arm over your ear if you can. Lift your left foot. Maybe the quad stretch here as well. If it's too much, don't do this part. Lift up higher, higher, higher. And as you let it go, everyone turn back to face the floor and take another child's pose of your choice. Just settle back. Breathe deeply. Find your way back to your breath. It can be knees wider if that's more comfortable. Just kind of let the belly hang in between the legs. From there, when you're ready, come on back to downward dog. Again, you can stay in child's pose, but feel free, if you can, come back up to your downward facing. Stretch it out, lengthen your arms. I want you to think of your downward dog as a resting pose. So see if you can find a place where all your energy is even. Nothing is working any harder than any other part of the body. A deep breath in now with the knees bending, look forward. Again, you're going to jump or walk yourself to the front of the mat. Halfway up, inhale. And then exhale, fold, bend your knees, roll up to standing this time. And as you roll up, bring it all the way up. But right away, bring your right knee up to the chest, catch it. Step the right foot back, ball the foot, and inhale, high lunge. And we'll do that again. Push off, catch the right knee, and rise up to standing. And again, take the right ball the foot back, sweep up, high lunge. Third time, bring it in, catch it. And this time, stay. Take the hands to your hips. Now you're going to push your right heel back, straight back like bird dog, but bend your left knee. Keep your hips even. So it's a little bit like a warrior three. Make sure the hips are even. Slowly let the right foot finally land. Push down and strengthen your back leg. And we're going to reach the arms back up into high lunge. Now the ribs, kind of knit those ribs together. Pull your navel in. If your back knee's a little bent, that's fine. Deep breath in. Now we're going to twist. Left arm back. Again, I'm going to face away from you. Left arm back, right arm forward. So it's a revolved warrior two. So reach through the arms. Turn your gaze. I'm going to take your left hand to your right thigh behind you. Use that pressure on your right hamstring. And sweep your left, right arm up, 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 up. Find a reach. And now, as you go forward, you're going to twist, if you can, your right elbow outside your left knee. And here's prayer pose. Breathe deeply. Push the palms. If this becomes too much, just put your right hand down on the floor and extend the left arm up. But if you can stay in prayer, that's great. Push down, one more breath. Now, as you look down at the floor in front of your left foot, pour all of your weight in your left foot. And step your right foot to it. And you're going to be in your revolved chair. Arms here, or separate right arm down, left arm up. Deep breath in. And then exhale, just let it go. Fold over, stretch the legs. And just even yourself out. If it feels good, bend one knee at a time. Little shifts. From there, bend both knees and roll up right to standing again. Inhale, reach. And now this is your left knee. So from here, bring the left knee up, catch it with your hands. And then step the left foot back, ball the foot, root down into it, and sweep up to your high lunge. And again, you're going to push forward, scoop under, grab that left knee. Good. Step it back. You don't have to, but you can touch the floor. I kind of fell over, reach up. Now here's your third one. You're going to really kind of make a U-turn with your pelvis. Catch your knee. Now stay there, hands to hips, flex your left foot. Now push your left foot straight back, standing right knee bends. Square your hips, so keep that left hip even with the right. Try to float until you're even. Put the left foot down. Again, use your hands if you need it. And then back up to your high lunge. And this is where you just stay. Try to pull the ribs in. Anchor through the leg, the heel. Square your hips. Deep breath in. Now twisting, right hand back, left hand forward. Revolving warrior two. Now keep the hips even. Take your right waist back. Breathe. Open those arms. Nice. Now, right hand to your back left thigh. Left arm, big stretch up. Reach. Try to twist it and reach up at the same time. Like you're going up the drain, spiral up. One more breath. Good. Now, as you reach forward, if you can, take your left elbow outside your right knee. Prayer pose. Do the other twist if it's easier for you. Push down, lift your chest. Good, now keep that. Look down at the floor in front of your right foot. All of your weight goes to your right foot, and your left foot steps to it. And you're in your revolved chair. Good. Slowly here, if you want to, extend your arms. One arm up, one arm down. Deep breath, and then exhale, let it go. And just fold over. Do whatever you can, bend your knees, or whatever works. This time, halfway up, inhale. Step or jump back to plank pose. It's another vinyasa with the knees down if you need it. Upward cobra or sphinx. And exhale downward. Push it away. Again, if you need to put your knees down, let's see if you can stay in down dog and try to find that equilibrium through the body. Breathe. One more breath. And right away, we're gonna come back to the mat. So bend the knees or the top of the mat. Keep the hips high. So it feels almost like you're ready to pounce. And you can do this as a jump or a walk. Bring the feet forward. Inhale, flat back. And exhale, fold. Bend the knees. Chair pose this time. Utkatasana. Now, I'm gonna stay in chair. I'm gonna face the front. And when we're gonna go to eagle from here. So keep your chair pose, open your arms, and take your right arm under your left. Now this is, if you can't do this hand position, put your hands on your shoulders. And if you're able to, instead of curling the elbows in, pull the elbows out and drop those shoulders. So you're really open here. Now with that right arm under, you're gonna cross the right thigh over the left. If you can't, wrap. You can always touch the floor. Again, this is my balancing issue. So I'm going to use the floor, but if you can wrap, that's great. And then just take the hands to the hips. Stay here. Now you're going to take your right ankle and cross it over your left knee. Number 4 pose, sit deeper. Really soften. And if you're ready, take your arms way, way, way up. Big stretch. Like a chair pose, sit deep. And now you're going to take this left leg and circle it back. Put the heel down this time, warrior 1. Inhale, reach up. Vira 1, take the hands all the way back into the clasp. If it's uncomfortable there, just use a towel or a strap. Now arch up, lift your chest. And exhale, bow forward. Bring your right ear inside of your right knee. And as you do that, curl the belly, the head goes down, the knuckles go up, and stretch. And now inhale, you're gonna really use your legs, slowly come back up. Now you're gonna take a very slight turn to your left. Keep the right knee there. Now I'm gonna take your right shoulder to the inside of your right knee. And press your knee against your shoulder as much as you can. And let your head go, look underneath, reach your arms. Breathe deeply. Stay, stay, stay. Now when exhale, let go of your hands to the floor. But I want you now to walk your hands off the left diagonal of your mat. Use your fingertips. Push your hips so far back. Keep your lunge that maybe your hands float off the floor. Breathe deeply. Slowly bring the hands in, and now go and turn your right foot in and your left foot out. And you're just gonna hang through your legs. Keep going, just hang. Now you might grab your ankles, your calves. If you wanna do another shoulder stretch, go for it. Finally, let the hands go. And inhale, going up onto your fingertips. Bend your knees, get very soft here, but bring your hands or your elbows onto your knees and gently curl up like a wave. Let your arms cross, take a big unfolding. And as your arms open, turn your right foot back out and your left foot in, and you're in a regular warrior pose, or more traditional instead of the revolved. Look past your right fingers. Take a breath and exhale, just lunge a little deeper, but keep everything even here. Keep that and reach up. Hold your right wrist with your left hand. And then as you exhale, pull your elbows apart and lean back towards your left leg, side warrior. Really tractioning the elbows. Look up if you want. Deep breath in, exhale, let go of your left hand and toss the right arm fully over. Good. Inhale, open it. Exhale, lunge back into your warrior two. Now inhale, straighten your right leg. Lift through your right quad, your right calf, your right heel. And Trikonasana. Shift over to your right hand, comes to your right shin. Or if you go deeper, it's okay to let the hips kind of displace. So my left hip kind of rolls in a little bit. Take my right hand to the floor, left hand up, your choice. One more breath. Slowly, left arm over your left ear, reach, reach, reach. Slowly bring your left hand back to your hip, bend your right knee, look down, and just like a big cartwheel again, just back to your side. And this time, let the right arm soften in front of your face. Good. Open back to warrior two. Try to get those hips even. And this time, power spot. Put your right elbow down and take the left arm alongside the ear. This is a great sort of supported version. Or you can take the right hand to the floor, squeeze the knee against the arm. And this is, if your arm goes in front, a wrapping bound option. If you can bind and really open your chest, try to stretch your right leg and do a bound Trikonasana, if you want. Slowly let it go. Everything just comes back up. And we're going to come back to face the center. Both feet in. Reach up, inhale. And now everyone shoulder stretch. Clasp your fingers. Take a big arching breath. And then exhale, fold. And as you fold, reach the hands away, reach the knuckles. You might bend your knees and take those shifts. Do what's best for you. One more breath. Exhale, let go, release the hands. And then inhale, lift your chest, look up. And everyone just walk your feet in until you have your feet about hip distance apart. Not too close, not too wide. With your toes gently turned out, we're gonna squat. So the squatting might not be for you. It's okay if you're here. You can get lower though. Use your elbows to push out and use your knees to push in until you then create that inward and upward lift. With the hands in prayer, really pushing to expand my collarbone. So I get very open in the front of the heart. Breathe deeply. One more breath here. And then just exhale, fold to stretch your legs. Walk your feet back into parallel. And inhale, going halfway. We'll do a vinyasa. If you don't want to do a vinyasa, just go straight back to down dog. Otherwise, plank pose, etc., etc. Move at your own pace. Big, whatever you do, we'll all meet back in downward dog. Take a breath. Coming back to the top of your mat, bend your knees, look forward. Walk or jump. Again, once your feet get there, push down through the legs. Inhale halfway. And exhale, fold, bend your knees, back up to chair pose. Now, I'm going to again face the front. You face whatever direction you're in your chair. And now, take your left arm under your right into the eagle arms. Do any version of eagle. If it's too much, just hands to shoulders. Remember, you want to get your elbows slightly forward and your shoulders just soften down. Good, now with the left arm under, you're going to cross your left thigh, if you can, over your right. And find whatever version, the wrap, the touch, the squeeze, really hug in. One more breath. Now, wherever you are in your hands, bring them to the hips. Open your left ankle over your right knee. This is your number 4 pose. Sit deep, go deeper. And if you're ready, take the arms up. So it's chair pose, basically, but with the ankle crossed. Now make sure one hip doesn't hike up. Try to keep the hips even. From here, circle your right leg back, put the heel down. Warrior 1, inhale. Good. Reach back to interlace, but this time switch your knuckles. So switch and take that opposite index finger on top. Inhale, here's your arch, keep your lunge. And now as you go forward, try not to go forward with a straight spine, but a little curl, pull the ribs in, and try to bring your left ear to the inside of your left knee. So you have a little bit of a, just up and lower the head, reach the arms. Now as you inhale, use your legs a lot. As you inhale, pull your feet together and arch it back up. Now, ever so slightly, turn to face the right diagonal. And as you go forward, try to take your left shoulder to the inside of your left knee. So you have a little bit more of a diagonal. Push against your knee with your shoulder and let your head go. Look underneath your legs. Reach those arms. Let the arms go. Find the floor. Walk your fingertips a little bit off that right diagonal of your mat. So now use your fingertips. Push your hips back. Keep your lunge. Float your hands if you can. So the upper body should feel a lot like a downward dog. Reach, reach, reach. One more breath. Then bring those hands in. And we'll turn the left foot in and find your way back to parallel. And just hang. Inhale halfway. Stay here. Let's take both toes out. So spin on the heels, just a little outward rotation. Bend your knees so they're over your toes and just bring your hands to your knees at first. Push your knees open. Lift your chest. Anchor down. Inhale, take both arms up. And now just a little bit of a side bend, right arm under, left arm over. And just keep the lunge. So you don't want to, or not the lunge, but the even. You don't want to shift your weight, you want to stay right in the middle. Good, open it up, inhale, good. Now, other side, left arm under, right arm over. Try to go lower and deeper. Inhale, come back, both arms higher, and lower the hips. Now see if you can stay here and float up onto the balls of your feet, so lift your heels. Test it out. Good, put the heels down, try to go deeper. Inhale, good, press up. You can bring the hands back to the hips, one foot then the other, turn in, take a big high arch, and then just fold. Let yourself go. Come up halfway. Again, stay there, but bend the knees. Bring your elbows or your hands to your knees, your choice, and gently curl, pull the ribs in, roll up. Let the arms up and unfold. Now turn your left foot out. If you need to, turn the right foot in a little. Widen your stance so your feet are as wide as your wrists. And this time, lunge your left knee to 90, warrior 2. Look past your left fingers. Shoulders soft. Fill up your torso. Big, wide breaths. Ribs are neutral. Excellent. Now inhale, reach both arms up. This time you're going to hold your left wrist with your right hand. Take a breath. Then as you exhale, pull your elbows apart and side bend. Right elbow down, left elbow up. And there's a feeling of traction. So the shoulders aren't lifting, the shoulders are down. Look up if you want. Good, now stay there and just let go. Put the right hand on your right leg. Toss your left fingers face down and reach. Good, stay there for one more breath. And exhale, reach the left kneecap away from your left fingers. Now inhale, back up to warrior two, and exhale, lunge it again. Now inhale, stretch and lift your left leg straight. Lift your quad, your calf, push into your left heel. Exhale, your Trikonasana. So as you shift to your left side, your right hip doesn't have to stay. Allow it to displace and maybe roll it. Left hand down, right hand up. Your version of triangle. Breathe deeply. Exhale, bring your top right arm over your ear and reach from fingertips to tailbone. And then slowly bring your right hand up to your right hip. Bend the left knee to look down. And just big circle of the arms back up to another side. Just an easy motion here. This time, let the left elbow gently fold in front. Inhale, arms wide. And now Parsvakonasana. Exhale, let the left elbow soften. Right arm over the ear. This is your choice, your version. Parsvakonasana is extended side angle. If you're wrapping and binding and you feel ready with the chest open, try to stretch your left leg. It's a bound triangle. Careful for your knee. Let it go. Inhale, everything comes back up. And whoosh. Turn your feet back to parallel. And this time, just fold. Bring the hands down. And right from here, come up to your flat back if you're not already on your fingertips, but bend your knees. Left hand in front and in the middle of your mat under your face. Now inhale, take the right arm up, and as you do, stretch both legs. Try to get both legs strong and straight, especially that inner left thigh. Wrap your left arm behind, wrap your right arm to the back of your waist or inside your thigh. And then walk your left hand to your right ankle and gently fold yourself in. One more breath, and then let it go. Find center. Come back up to your fingertips, bend both knees. Now we'll walk your left hand under your face, right hand under your face is the other side. And then inhale, now the left arm reaches. Try to stretch your legs. Don't drop your inner right thigh. Keep it active. Top arm wraps. Open your shoulder. And now the right hand walks all the way to the left ankle. And gently fold your head in closer. Breathe. One more breath, and then exhale just to undo it again. Lift yourself up. Walk your feet in. Just like before, toe and heel them in. But this time, try to bring your big toes and heels together. Bend your knees, open your knees. This is Malasana. So open your knees if you can, but this time bring your elbows, arms inside your legs. This is your potential balance. You can take the hands off and then wrap behind your heels. This is your choice. Now I'm gonna face sideways. So from here, if you're way at the top of the mat, walk back a little. If you're in the clasp, let go. Try to put your elbows down. This is, if you're able, put your forearms down. Squeeze your knees, really puff up your back. And now see if you can press into the forearm balance, Baby Bakasana. Onto your forearms, lift your big toes. Put the feet down if they're up. Squeeze and take a moment and a forward bend. Stretch. And then if you can, continue into a full Bakasana, or full crow. So I'm going to still keep my feet together, bend the knees and open. This time, your elbows are going to go just a little bit bent. Knees come into the armpits. And a little spider wants to come on my mat. Here we go. Full Bakasana. Now for some of you, just getting to this position is great. You can try lifting one foot and then the other. Or if you can, both feet squeeze and come up together. And way out of practice. Do what you can do. Once you have that, put your feet down and step back to plank pose. Lower Chaturanga. Inhale, open, cobra, up dog, and this time, everyone take a child's pose. Settle it back. And then we'll, from there, come around because we're getting low on time. Next week, if you join either on Zoom or at the studio, we'll go to our hour and 15-minute time slot. So the little extra time to do more things and the longer relaxation. But here, roll it on back. Bring your knees in. Let's go to a bridge pose first. So slide your hands to your ankles. Put your feet down. Elbows bent next to your body, robot pose. Hug your elbows in as you rock and roll yourself. Elbows and shoulders in. Really open your chest. And here we go. Press down. And as you do, push to float the hips up. And now rock your shoulders and elbows in more. If you can, interlace your fingers. As always, if this doesn't feel right, just keep your hands down or grip and scrunch in the sides of the mat. Your choice. Breathe deeply. Lift your heart, but everyone slide your thighs forward and then zigzag your heels and your hamstrings back. So you get a lot of action in the hamstrings and the hips will just flow more open. One more breath. On the exhale, let the arms release over your head first. Now either stay on your heels or lift your heels and then roll yourself down. Once your hips have landed, we'll do a seated or laying down version of that constructive rest. So just step your feet to the edges of your mat, knock your knees together, and your arms can be wherever you want. Windshield wipers, a little bit of movement. You can also just stay in the middle and rest if you want to. You don't have to move. But moving yourself a little bit just to release some of that tension in the low back. Now, find your way back to the center. This is where you're going to do one more back bend of your choice. So either find your way to the wall if you want to do a full Urdhva with a wall with some blocks. If you don't want to do Urdhva, go ahead and do the bridge pose again. But if you have Urdhva, the full wheel, go for it. So your own back bend for the next 5 breaths or so. So take it at your own pace. And when you're done, slowly release back down, but come down vertebra by vertebra. And this time when you've landed, go ahead and bring your knees into your chest. Take a few moments with your hands under your knees. Let your feet and ankles and legs just kind of flop. And feel the heaviness of your thigh bones as you shift gently from one side to the other. You can certainly stay here and circle a little bit if you like, or just stay, or if you want to continue and do your full happy baby pose. Grabbing your feet from the outsides or maybe the insides if you can't reach, but you're trying to open your legs and then pull down as much as you push up. So the tailbone elongates. You don't want to tuck the tailbone under, but try to get everything lengthening underneath your body, from your head to your tail. And then either stay here or sway, take a little bit of movement. You can always let go and take a full stretch into this Upavista Konasana if you like. Once you get your legs where you want, you can stay, you can sway, whatever works for you. Slowly, if your legs are straight, bring them up. And everyone, bring your knees to your chest if they're not already. Let's twist though. Right leg extends down, left knee stays in. So get that length through the bottom leg. And then cross your left knee over to the right. And you can always stay here. If you want to stack your knees a little easier, you're welcome to add the quad stretch here. This is your option to go. Again, it's opposite hand as foot. If it's too much, don't do this. Breathe deeply wherever you are. If you have your foot behind you, try to push it back and lift your chest. One more breath, then we're gonna let it go. Everyone release everything, roll onto your back. Bring both of your knees back in at first. But now keep your right knee in. Extend your left leg. Find that length. And now twisting your right knee to your left to find that length and that reach. Readjust and do whatever version of the twist you like. If you do grab your opposite foot, give it a little push back, a little kick. Wrap your right shoulder, open your right collarbone, lift your chest. One more breath. Then as you roll back again, bring your knees together. Hug your knees to your forehead, curl in. And then we're gonna just lengthen the body. Arms go up, legs go down, and stretch. Stretch it out. Take a little bit of movement through one side if you want, and then the other to get that kind of bowing action through your ribs and your hips. When you're ready to exhale, this time, take this opportunity to breathe all the air out of your mouth and just let it go. As you find your way now to your Shavasana. So feel free to take whatever position that works. Sometimes I like to do with the soles of feet together, kind of a reclined Baddha Konasana. You can do that. You can do constructed rest, corpse pose, legs up the wall, whatever is best for your body at this point. Just rest, breathe deeply. All right. So everyone, I do apologize for this very short Shavasana. If you want to stay and just keep resting wherever you are in your living room or wherever space you're in, it's okay just to stay and rest. But those of you who are ready to come up, we're going to start by bringing the feet up, knees to the ceiling, lift your hips and elongate your tailbone. Longer and longer towards your heels. Once your hips have landed heavily back down, bring one knee at a time back up together, and then let yourself roll to your side. And once you're all the way back up to a seat, sit comfortably, however you like. Hands can be on your knees, flat. You can take your thumb to your index finger in that Gyan Mudra if that is comfortable for you. But do close your eyes. Take a couple of breaths here just to find your way back up to your vertical spine. Relax your shoulders. Open up all the spaces in between each vertebra. And then when you're ready, let your hands come back together into the heart center, Anjali Mudra. Feel free to keep your eyes closed, but everyone, thank you for being here this morning, sharing your practice with me and with each other, and all of those who have come before us. Namaste. All right.